Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and tonight I am going to be doing my weekly makeup basket, and it is really full this week. I didn't think it was gonna be, but then when I started thinking about everything that I had really played with, I had kind of jumped around a lot. So I'm gonna just try to dig in. I don't think we're gonna be able to go in order tonight, like I try to do my face in order of how I would do it if I'm doing my makeup, because it's just so full, so I'm gonna start putting things away as I go. So the first thing on top that I see is this Clarisea Sea Salt Solutions Face Deep Pore Detox Activated Charcoal Exfoliating Mask. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I recently did a review on this and a demo, so if you haven't seen it, I will link it here, or I'll put the picture here and I'll link it below. It's kind of like a powder clay mask, and I actually really like it, and I was really interested because I did have some breakouts which have actually kind of subsided a little bit, so I really do think that this works, and I used it once. It's very light, but it went on very, very nice. But if you want to know more about it, like I said, I'll link that video so y'all can go check it out. But so far, so good. Really liked it, and I believe I got this in an Ipsy bag. Next up is a Z palette with all of these Milani Bella eyeshadows. Now, I don't know if you've been around a long time on my channel, there is a video I did where I actually bought all of these singles. They had a great like 30% off sale, and it was probably over a year ago. And what I was realizing is I do not use single eyeshadows. And so I had seen some depotting videos of this, and I was so nervous, and I just finally got the courage to go ahead and give it a shot, depot some shadows, and put them in a palette to see if I would actually use it. That was the goal. So I did. For about the first half of this week, I used these shadows, and so I really, really, really like it. They work really well in the Z palette. I will say, this is in the regular Z palette, and as you can see, like, it does kind of not close all the way, so I did buy a domed Z palette large to fit these in, so I'm gonna have to remove them. But I will link the videos I used that I kind of looked at to make sure I knew how to depot them. They're very easy to do. They're really not hard at all. It just took some time to get them all done. So I really like these shades. It's kind of a variety of neutrals, some brights. Some of them are more pigmented than others, but you can also wet your brush and put them on wet, and then they give a little bit more shine. So I do have a get ready with me video coming up using some of these, but I'm definitely using them more, so that was the goal, so I'm excited about that. Next up is another palette. I just got this palette 2 days ago, but I have used it the last 2 days. I've got a review coming up, and I did another look. I went to a 90s party recently, so I did like a 90s look with some of these like orange shades. It's really pretty. It comes with a brush. They're very, very wearable colors. The only thing I'll say is they do have a little bit of fallout, so you just got to tap your brush off when you use them. The mattes are not as pigmented as the shimmers, but you can build them up. And again, this is a collaboration with Miss Jen Fabulous from YouTube. So if you guys watch her, this is her palette she did with Ulta, which I thought was really cool. So again, stay tuned for that, but I've been using it the last 2 days and I really, really like it. I'm wearing it actually today, and I don't know, like, it's just so exciting. I got this in the mail. You can get them in stores on the 24th, but you can buy them online right now, and they're $20, which I think is really reasonable for a lot of these like YouTuber collaborations, so that's really awesome. Next up, a face spray. I have been so into face sprays, and I really appreciate you guys because I kept asking on my channel what you really like for your face sprays, and you know, there's so many things from, you know, how does it spray out to what does it smell like, and I went and I bought the Caudalie Grape Water Spray. And this is in special packaging. It's normally in like a white bottle with like green lettering, and I really, really like it. It says it soothes and moisturizes. Ooh, and you can hear the lightning. It's Florida, and it's, you know, summertime, so this happens every day. But this Caudalie spray is really nice. I like it because it doesn't smell as bad as the Beauty Elixir, although I do think the Beauty Elixir does, like, I think it does more for your skin than this does. When I spray this, I just feel like it's cooling to my face, but I will say, like, later on, I feel like I need to spray it again. So I don't think it's like keeping the moisture in when it sprays on you, so I do like it. There's a slight smell in the beginning, but it goes away very quickly. But I really like this, so thank you guys for recommending this to me. I've been really using it, especially when it feels so hot here and you just need like a nice spray. It's been really good. Another spray that I wanted to talk about, I had hauled this a while ago, but I really haven't used it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro spray makeup extender setting spray. So this is the mini size. I got this at Ulta and I was really excited because I just wanted to try it out. I didn't want to get the big one because I just wasn't sure if I would like it. I'm very weird about spraying stuff on my face after I've done my makeup because I feel like it's gonna mess it up, even though it's supposed to keep it in place. So when I was going to that 90s party that I was talking about, I really wanted the makeup that I did to stay all night long because I didn't know, you know, what would be going on, and I wanted to make sure that the lipstick I was wearing was gonna stay, the eyeshadows were gonna stay, because it all kind of went with my outfit, which you guys will see soon. But this works really well. I used it. It definitely kind of, you feel it kind of on your face once you spray it on, but it kind of, you don't feel it after it dries. Like, it definitely goes away. And then it really does work. It definitely worked for my makeup the other night, and so I'm gonna try to use this a little bit more, especially for work days now. I wasn't really using it during the week, but I think I will now. So guys, these are reoccurring things you see all the time on this part of my channel. It's the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base and the Bliss Fabulous Drench and Quench Cream to Water Lock-In Moisturizer. I've been using these every day consistently as a moisturizer and a primer. I have killed them. They are done. These are going in the empties pile. I've loved both of them. I'm going to be moving on to different things in my collection just to get through them, but these are definitely things I recommend. I would repurchase if I ever run out. Really, really good products, so they've very much worked for me. So let's talk some foundation. So for the first part of the week, I was using my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Nude. I've been loving this, but I have to say, like, it's about light to medium coverage. So since I've been getting a lot of like breakouts and stuff, I've kind of moved back to a very popular product that I really like, and that's the Revlon Colorstay Combination Oily 200 Nude Foundation. And again, you guys know they kind of repackaged it, and it now comes with a pump, which to me makes all the difference in the world, makes it so much easier to use. So I've been really, really liking this, and again, just for my breakouts, it's been better for me to just have full coverage, to not really worry about it. It does stay very, very long on your face. So I really, really like that, and it's just been my go-to for the last half of the week. So guys, for mascara this week, I kind of went back to the Roller Lash by Benefit. I really like it because it gives you very lengthened lashes and it helps curl them up with that curve. It definitely doesn't give you a lot of volume. I'm actually wearing it today, and again, no clumping, just nice length and curl, and so for like work every day, that's just been my go-to. And as you guys know, for the bottom lashes, I always use my Mega Length from Wet n Wild. It just has this skinny, tiny little brush, so it makes it super easy for you to just like boop boop, do those tiny little lashes, lengthen them just a smidge, and they don't budge, so I really, really like this. And this one is in the waterproof formula. All of my, I was about to say makeup, all of my mascaras are waterproof if I purchase them, because I just prefer waterproof. I don't want them to leave my face, so I always get waterproof. So another combination eyeshadow that I've been using a ton this week is another oldie but a goodie on my channel, and this is the CoverGirl Shimmering Sands Trio. You guys can see it is well used. It is very, very neutral, and it is so easy to use. These shadows are just like staples in my collection, just because when I am super lazy and I just have no energy in the morning, I had recently went back to work this week. I had a 9-day vacation and I just felt so lazy some of those first few days getting back. So I was like, oh, this is my go-to because you can't mess this up. It is so easy to use. And then I've been using it in combination with this Milani Shadow Eyes 12-Hour Wear eyeshadow stick in the Champagne Toast color. This is really, really pretty. So I use this as a base, and then I use these three on top of it. So I'll just swatch this one for you just so you can kind of see what it looks like. It is a very, very pretty champagne color, like pink champagne. So I am a big fan of this. It's kind of been something I rediscovered from my collection this week, and I did it in conjunction. Beautiful, easy look when especially you don't have time in the morning to get ready and you still want to look at least slightly put together. So brushes, I think I mentioned these two last week, and I'm going to mention them again because again they're just really, really good. The Sigma Flat Kabuki F80, been using this to apply my foundation. Love the packaging. I feel like it is so sturdy, and I love how tight these bristles are. Really helps you get that application to get your coverage on with your foundation. Very, very nice. And then this Tarte Power brush is just pinched, like I said, in the middle right here. Gives a really great bronze or contour all over my face, and I love how soft it is. It's just a really pretty brush, and I've been using this very consistently. Another brush that I got recently in my Ipsy bag is this small liner brush from LUXE. I think it's called the 215, and I've been using this to do like lower lash line lining. Really, really good. And then also I've been doing some smudging on my top lash line. I really like this one. I'm a big fan of LUXE brushes. I get them in my Ipsy bags. This one came from Ipsy, if I didn't already say that. Love it. So good. All right, let's talk some powders. So for blush, I have been using this Exposed from Tarte. It is just very, very subtle, but very, very pretty. It is very neutral, but a lot of people rave about it. I'm wearing it today. And again, these are 12-hour wear. These blushes are no joke. So again, it's like a mauve neutral pink. And I'll try to build it up. You do have to, for me, I do build this up on my skin just because you wouldn't be able to see it on the first pass. But as you can see, it is there. It's just very neutral. It looks very effortless. It looks very natural. So if you're into natural looking makeup, Exposed from Tarte, really, really good. For highlighter, I've been using my Love Luxe Beauty, What Unicorns Are Made Of, and this is an indie makeup company. This is just the most gorgeous packaging I have ever seen in my life. It is kind of a unique highlighter color. There is a lot of kick up, a lot of fallout, so you do have to be careful. Looks green when you look at the when you first swatch it. And it has kind of like a silver reflection. So again, I just use it very, very lightly, but I really like it. It definitely is pigmented. There's fallout, so tap your brush off before you use it. But really pretty, just kind of unique. I wanted to have something fun, and this is awesome. Just so cute. For powder, I've been using two powders. I have my favorite e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. This is just translucent white. You guys know I've hit pan on this. I've just been continuing to use it. I like it very, very much. It's so cheap and affordable, and it is not cakey at all. It just gives you such a nice light coating on your face to keep your makeup locked in, but it will not cake you up, which is really great and really, really affordable. Now, another thing from Tarte that I got recently is this light beige Amazonian Clay full coverage airbrush foundation. And I've been trying to like figure out how to use this best because I use it without any foundation. I use it with just moisturizer and primer. And you can definitely like get it on there, but I feel like it's almost better as a powder on top of foundation. I don't know if you guys have an opinion on that or how you use it, but I'm actually wearing it on top of my foundation today, and I do think it really helps give you some more coverage. It's a very nice powder. I think you have to be a little bit careful with it because I do think there's a potential you could cake yourself up with this, but I like how it wears. I think it's very natural looking when you use it correctly. But let me know if you guys wear this alone or do you wear it over foundation. Like, I'm just really curious to see how other people use it, but it's got a nice netting so that the powder doesn't come flying out, which I'm not a big fan of loose powder because of that. So I think they did a good job with packaging on this. One more powder that I've been using to do a lot of my like contouring is this Bitzy Cosmetics in the shade Way to Glow. This is actually a blush and bronzer duo, but what I do is I swirl this together and I just use it as a contour shade because it's a very cool shade. So this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's got really not a lot of shimmer. It kind of comes off, to me, very, very matte. Even though when you look in the pan, there's definitely some glitter in there. But I think it just works as a nice cool tone contour for me. And it's $1.49. Bitzy line from Sally's Beauty, super cheap and super affordable. Okay guys, so for eyeshadow primer, it's a must. I use it every day. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. This is a sample size and I'm going through it. This works really well. I've actually really liked it. It will keep your shadows on all day long. For liner, I've been using my e.l.f. This is in the shade, I want to say, Blackest Black. It's just a felt tip liner. I'm wearing it today. It's been working out really, really nice. I think it's a very affordable felt liner if you're looking for one, so I've been loving this. Another thing from Bitzy, guys, and again, $1.49 from Sally's Beauty, is this mechanical eye pencil in the shade Double Shot. I am in love with it. I've been using this to kind of fill in my brows, and it is just so cute. It works really, really well, and it's a little bit more of a red brown. I may go back and see if they have some darker shades, but I actually really like how it fills in my brows. I feel like it lasts all day, and I use it in combination with the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is in the shade Blondie Brows, and this is just kind of like a dupe for the Benefit Give Me Brow. It has a tiny brush, and you just kind of swipe it through. It's got some fibers. It holds your lashes together all day. So I've been using these guys together. Okay guys, and then last up is just lip products. I've been testing out this Ofra lip liner in Silk, and it's kind of a very, very light pinky mauve color. It's very drying though, so it's like definitely not my favorite, but it's extremely light. But I do think it helps keep your lipstick on. It's just extremely drying, so I'm not a big fan of lip liners for that reason, but I have been testing this out. And then surprisingly, I've been liking this Brilliant Shine lip gloss from Milani. This is in the shade Pink Lady, and I've been using this as a topper to a lot of my lipsticks this week, and it's actually really, really pretty. I feel like it kind of, it's too pink on its own, but on top of other lipsticks that are more of like a pink mauve, it actually looks really pretty. So I've been enjoying that. And then my three kind of lip products that I have to recommend. This is my Kate lip balm. It is just a primer that I use every day before I do my lipstick. As you can see, it's like all kinds of weird because of how much I've used it. This is just a go-to. You have to have this to prime your lips. And then Tarte, this is one I've rediscovered again from this collection, or from my collection. This is called Cabana Boy from Tarte. I am in love with this lipstick. You guys know I raved about it for a long time. It's also been kind of used a lot. It is so soft and creamy and so pigmented. It is so beautiful. It is just one of my favorite lipsticks of all time at this point. So I rediscovered that, and then something new, which is my new love. I used this in my 90s Get Ready With Me video coming up. This is the Gone Greige from the Maybelline. I believe this is the color Bolds, or whatever that new line is. And it is a gray brown. It is just the coolest color. I'm so excited about it, and it's so pigmented, it's so long wearing, and it actually looks really good on my skin, I think. It's just kind of also got like some purple undertones too, so I'm a big fan. It's just so different, and it's something completely outside of my comfort zone, but I have been loving it. So you guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. We're done. There's nothing else left. It was actually a lot bigger than I thought. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. I'd love to chat with you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!